At first, Marvel's legendary creators were thrilled about the merger with Disney. It felt like a dream come true, a chance to see their heroes reach new heights and audiences worldwide. But as the years passed, that initial excitement faded. The tone shifted from optimism to frustration, and now, to outright defiance. Today, the very people who brought these heroes to life are speaking out, sending a message that disrespect will not be tolerated. So, what went wrong between Marvel's creators and the House of Mouse? What was the moment that changed everything? Imagine the world's most powerful entertainment corporation finally forced to face its own moral reckoning. It's May 2025, and what started as a grassroots rebellion by grieving families has grown into a movement reshaping the entire entertainment industry. These weren't just legal victories, they were declarations of independence from corporate tyranny. The thunderclap moment came when these families stood up and said, "Enough." Every major studio executive in Hollywood felt the shockwave. Armed only with determination and the Copyright Act of 1976, the creator families managed to make Disney, yes, the same Disney that owns ABC, ESPN, and nearly 40% of the box office, finally. Listen. This wasn't David versus Goliath anymore. This was David assembling his own Avengers. In the beginning, the Disney-Marvel partnership looked like a match made in heaven. With Disney's power, Marvel movies like The Avengers and Iron Man became global hits. But behind the scenes, a different story unfolded. The settlements of 2023 weren't just legal documents. They were surrender papers from a corporate empire forced to acknowledge its creative foundation. When Steve Ditko's estate settled in December 2023 and other creator estates in June 2023, they didn't just win money. They won something more valuable, the power to redefine what respect means in the entertainment industry. For decades, Disney operated under a simple principle. We own what we buy, and what we own, we control. The idea that creators, or their families might have ongoing rights was dismissed as a quaint notion from a bygone era. But these families, real-life Avengers, proved that principle was built on quicksand. Disney's attitude was clear. We decide what the audience thinks. Want to be Dr. Doom? Sure, I'll give you your own Avengers movie. This chilling corporate arrogance was exactly what the creator families challenged and changed. The timing of this transformation is crucial. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has generated nearly $23 billion at the box office, but the creative minds behind these icons were once paid as little as $20 per page. Imagine creating Iron Man and being told your work was worth the price of a pizza. Disney's legal strategy was to make fighting back so painful and expensive that surrender seemed easier. But they underestimated the resolve of families fighting for their loved ones' legacies. When Marvel sued the heirs, arguing that creativity had no ongoing value, that the act of imagination was worth only the initial paycheck, the families responded, "Our parents created the myths that define modern culture. Their value is far greater than what they were paid in the 1960s. The legal war was fierce. In 2021, copyright termination notices were filed by the estates of Steve Ditko, Don Heck, Don Rico, Gene Colan, and Larry Lieber, targeting Marvel's copyrights to characters like Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, and more. Disney responded with lawsuits arguing these were works made for hire and belonged to Marvel in perpetuity. But the families pressed on. The settlements reached in 2023 represented a seismic shift. For the first time, Disney was forced to acknowledge that financial success must be shared with those who planted the seeds. This principle now extends beyond entertainment, into tech, fashion, and any creative industry where intellectual property drives profit. The ripple effects are already transforming the industry. Warner Brothers has begun outreach to DC creator estates. Sony is rethinking how it handles Spider-Man rights. Even Universal, holding on to Hulk rights, knows that respect is now a business necessity. The emotional impact cannot be overstated. These are children watching their parents' life's work become global phenomena, while being treated as legal obstacles to profit. The settlements represent more than financial resolution. They represent emotional justice for families who've carried the weight of feeling invisible in plain sight. For Marvel fans, every character on screen now carries deeper meaning. Knowing that the creators' families fought for recognition adds gravitas to every appearance of Iron Man, Spider-Man, or Doctor Strange. These aren't just CGI spectacles. They're the visual manifestations of a real-world battle for creative respect. Behind every Marvel movie, every Disney Plus series, every theme park attraction lies a shadowy world of corporate manipulation. The creator battles weren't isolated incidents. They exposed a systematic approach to creative control that has redefined what it means to own art in the modern age. When Disney acquired Marvel in 2009, it wasn't just buying characters. It was establishing a template for corporate content control that would reshape the entertainment industry. Disney's strategy: buy the company, use legal warfare to establish dominance, and reshape market expectations to their advantage. The creator families found themselves caught in this machinery, fighting not just for compensation but for the very concept of creator autonomy. The settlements forced a crack in this control apparatus. For the first time, individual artists' families proved they could challenge the machine and win. The settlements created a new legal framework for the industry. Entertainment lawyers report unprecedented interest in creator-friendly contracts, following the Marvel resolutions. Studios are preemptively renegotiating old deals to avoid future lawsuits. The creator estate set a precedent that will echo through entertainment law for decades. Disney's attempt to paint these lawsuits as greedy families seeking undeserved riches backfired spectacularly. Public sentiment overwhelmingly sided with the creator's heirs. Social media campaigns highlighted the stark contrast between corporate profits and creator compensation. The narrative Disney tried to control slipped through their fingers like sand. Looking ahead, the industry faces a new era. The creator families have shown that the little guy can win, that corporate giants can be held accountable, and that creative justice is possible. Their victory resonates beyond Hollywood. It's a universal story of standing up for dignity in the face of corporate indifference. As new Marvel projects move forward, each carries the DNA of this struggle. The power dynamics have shifted forever. Ironically, by forcing Disney to respect its creative roots, these families may have saved Marvel's soul. Characters have more meaning when their creators are honored. Audiences connect more deeply when they know the architects of their myths are respected. The message is unmistakable: respect is not negotiable. Creativity has eternal value, and families will fight for justice even against the most powerful corporations on Earth. The Avengers may save the world on screen, but off-screen, their creators' families have saved something just as important: the soul of artistic collaboration. What do you think about the Avengers creators taking a stand against Disney? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want more untold truths from behind the scenes,